Since my last video on the Surface Duo and Duo 2 getting an Android 14 ROM, thanks to the work of Nguyen, there has been not one, but 2 updates to that ROM. Today we're going to look at the updates, see what changelog Ty has posted, and I'm going to show you what my experience now looks like on the Surface Duo and Surface Duo 2. So, without further ado, let's flip the camera and take a look at these devices. So, we have my Surface Duo and my Surface Duo 2, both of which I have updated to the latest Android 14 ROM that Nguyen has put out. Alright, so we have both the Surface Duo and the Surface Duo 2. Right now I'm going to focus on what's improved on the Surface Duo. So I am now running successfully the Pixel launcher on the Surface Duo. It will work with the screens folded and automatically flip back and forth. Now, I've also put a SIM card in here, and with a SIM card in here I can make and receive phone calls, which some of you have asked me about, and apparently it's not working on your devices, so I would highly recommend upgrading. I'm going to put the instructions that I used to upgrade my Duo 2, which should work for both of them, but you might end up having to do what I did for the Surface Duo, which is completely wipe the device and start over with the new ROM. So the only thing that I have actually noticed that's an issue with this device is if you fold it over into phone mode and then you want to create a note in anything really, the keyboard here will intermittently just not work, and it of course is proving me to be a liar today, so but I'll get over here and some of these keys just won't work. Flipping it over and it's working just fine, which is quite funny. When I was experiencing that issue, if I had the device in full screen mode and was trying to do something like send a message, or basically anything that involved the full keyboard, the center keyboard wasn't working, but now that all seems to be working just fine. So the only issue that I've run into on the Duo was that keyboard issue, and it's an intermittent thing, I'm guessing at this point, because it seems to be working now. I don't seem to have near... So what happens when I open a notepad or anything is my keys all the way down to the C stop working. All the other keys work just fine. If we flip it over, it's the keys nearest the crease that have the issues. If you open it all the way up and try to create a note using both screens, then it would be the keys near the center, and they're working fine now. So it's kind of an intermittent issue when it does happen. But I have not seen any other issues with any other parts of this device. Sometimes parts of the Android system crash, but it's, you know, this is beta software. Ty's putting this out and, you know, editing this stuff on his own and trying to get it as close as he can to perfection. So quite impressed with this. I've been carrying this around as an email device and as a music device while I'm working. Going on to the Duo 2, it's a little bit different. So I started off just trying to upgrade this ROM after figuring out some issues I had run into with the ROM, with installing the ROM on the Duo. And so I upgraded the ROM and it didn't seem to work, so I ended up wiping this one out as well. Doesn't take much to reload all my stuff, so it's not a big deal. Now, the biggest issue that I've seen, I haven't been able to duplicate the keyboard issue. It seems to work just fine. However, the issue that I've been running into is the fact that both screens stay open no matter what I do. If I fold Either screen back, both screens stay open. Again, beta software, so I understand things aren't going to work properly. The launcher itself is still way more stable than it was before, so I'm super impressed. Another thing that Ty has fixed on this device is the updater. The odd thing, though, is I have flashed the latest ROM on both of these, yet the OTA updater is saying that I need an update, and I pulled down the latest update, which is the same version of the ROM, and it never updates when I reboot. So I'm kind of confused by that, which is the main reason that I manually updated both of these using some very simple commands that I'll put down in the description. So I just wanted to put out a really quick video this morning just to let you guys know that I have been paying attention to Ty's updates. Now, we're going to take a look at Tywin's GitHub page. Now, as you can see here, the first update was for fixing the broken OTA, and you would need this to flash OTA going forward. So I went from the first release of the Android 14 ROM to this one, which I basically wiped the phone out and then reinstalled the ROM. And then I attempted to OTA update to this, which it will recognize that there is an OTA update. However, it never recognizes that the update installs or I'm doing something wrong. So if you guys know how to actually use the OTA updater, my assumption is you click download and install, it downloads, and it tells you to reboot the phone. I reboot the phone, and I can't tell that anything's happened. So I manually put this update in. The 2023 11.7 update actually fixes the problem with the Pixel launcher crashing, and it does do that. It's way more stable than it used to be, and it's super exciting to see it. And I can't wait to see what the next updates are going to be, because it's getting more and more stable. So I think that we could have two viable devices for quite some time. Ty, you are doing some really incredible work, and I greatly appreciate it. If there's anything that I can do to help you, please let me know. So that was just a really quick video of me showing you guys what the latest updates were for Tywin's Android 14 ROM for the Surface Duo and Surface Duo 2. The Pixel Experience ROM is way more stable than it used to be, and other than some small hiccups on the Surface Duo, I think it's actually almost ready to go. The Surface Duo 2, in my experience, I can't get the secondary screen to shut off when I'm folding it into phone mode, so it's kind of useless to me at this point. I will keep it on this ROM in the hopes that I can figure out how to either fix my OTA issues if I'm having any, or if a new release comes out. I'm probably not going to go back to the stock ROMs anymore on these. So everyone out there that's running the Android 14 ROM on these devices, tell me what your experience is like. I'd like to know in the comments down below if you're running into the same issues or similar issues that I'm having, or if your experience is way smoother. If you have any ideas of what I'm doing wrong in the OTA update, please leave comments down below letting me know how to actually do it. This is a really cool project that Ty's put together, and I know it's got to be overwhelming to do something like this. I'm greatly appreciative of all the hard work he's put in, and I'm greatly appreciative of you guys watching my videos and giving me the confidence to keep making these videos. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. My name is Bryant. This is Reviews for Nerds. Have a great day.